Okay, try number 2, and hopefully this stays on. I've literally just duct taped my PVS-14 to my phone so I can make this happen with one hand. Let me see, where did I put it? I also only have this to look through to help me. There it is. There it is. This is what we're going to be talking about. And then a couple disclaimers real quick. I'm no professional. I'm just a civilian who owns cool stuff, and I'm hoping to help other civilians who want cool stuff. I'm also a little sick, so sorry if I'm doing all that, nose stuff. So I'm just a dude trying to put a video up on the YouTubes to help people out. So we're gonna be talking about this guy. This is the Holosun LE420-GR, a neat little IR illuminator, laser, and white light, and and visible laser combo. It's literally an all-in-one unit for someone who needs all-in-one, literally everything together. I don't believe there's many of these kind of units out there on the market. Anything that has both white, all the visible stuff, the laser and light, and the infrared stuff. So, and it's got a mount for a T2 style red dot. I can show that off later. I just want to get through all this night vision stuff first so I can try and then I'm trying to do this all in one take, so I'm trying to get all this night vision stuff done first so that way the hardest part is done. So we're going to real quick just show off what this thing looks like. Let me make sure I got all the switches. Where is that? There we go. I've now had it long enough to where I can memorize mostly where all the switches are. So we're going to start in the low modes, show you off what the low modes look like. I don't have much distance or anywhere to really work off of, so I'm sorry about that. I just have my apartment, and my apartment measures at the max distance 9 yards. That's the most distance I got to work with, so I'm sorry about that. So we're going to start with just a quick, real close quarters kind of distance. This is about 2 yards. Let me get the focus right. There it is. We're looking at a couple of different things. That's my, let's see if I got it right. There it is. It's on. And this is the low mode. So there you can see the blooming, and up close you see how powerful that is. We are looking at, that's my Eagle active shooter bag, that's my plate carrier, and that's my backpack. And then we'll look up here at my little hat I also put on the window. We're not in the craziest dark scenario. I'll show what this looks like in real darkness and in the restroom here in the back. But we're not in the darkest. This is as dark as I can get the living room. So we're just working here off the floor, looking at all this stuff. So that's about 2 yards. That's not very far at all. Then we'll do a quick 180. And then this is about 7 yards. That's the rest of the 9. Sorry for all the mess that you're looking at. Shining the laser. That is real powerful for a low mode. And yeah, that is the low mode. So we'll click it over to the illuminator. We'll start it this way since we're already pointing this way. This is the low illuminator. That's as wide as it gets. I've seen the differences between this this spill or the distance this thing throws side to side, and it's not that much. It really isn't. Shining all that messiness over there. So it's not the most widest, and then we'll go and I'll quickly adjust it to the narrowest, show how powerful that looks like. Nice bright sun. And this is the low mode, so we'll get to, I'm gonna put it back in open. So, and then we'll go ahead and switch over to the high modes in IR. We'll just keep looking this way because this looks better. Not that much blooming. So high laser, and then we'll quick turn back. Low laser, and then high illum. And then we'll go quick and show, close it up, make it narrower. Really bright. Now, under very dark conditions, I can say that this definitely has a very good effectiveness. The illuminator, however, I have seen in comparing just from video analysis, these illuminators from Holosun to the other illuminators from, say, like a D-ball or can't really compare it to a purse because purse is kind of cheating. And just a PEC 15, those definitely have much more powerful and throw to their illuminators. When there's plenty of ambient light, you definitely don't get this. This definitely washes out very quickly, depending on your ambient light scenario. But for serious darkness, this is definitely very, very useful. And then there is, I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. That is the dual mode, so it's hard to kind of see it. The dot is in there. It is in the center. You see something that doesn't reflect so much. There it is, right there. You can see it right there. You can see the dot in the center, and then we'll close it up again. Oop, almost dropped it. Narrow the beam. Oh, real bright. Under this camera, it's really hard to tell, but definitely under wearing true night vision, it doesn't bloom that much. I mean, depending on what you're throwing it at, if I'm throwing it at like this steel, very reflective, all that acrylic, or the tile there, and you know, stainless steel, something that really does reflect, you'll definitely get that blooming effect. But something that's a lot more neutral, that just soaks it in, like a wall, door, like wood, it doesn't bloom as much as it really does to the camera right now. That's, I believe it's just a way to try and compensate for all this light that it's taking in. That's about how it looks normally, even when shining it up this way. I think the camera just isn't helping it that much. But I mean, you can see the power in that in this close scenario. Let me unplug the charger. Let's take a quick walk. Try not to trip. Sorry, all this messiness. We'll go to the back wall against the window in the bedroom. Point towards that really dark restroom. And you can see just how that just lights up under NVG. How this illuminator, this is high and this is the dual, but that's the widest it goes. You can see how much that spills and just illuminates that entire room up compared to earlier. You can see everything just fine. So in CQB scenarios, I've seen that this system really shines. It really does what it needs to. You're not going to be let down by CQB scenario with this system. I will say, however, comparing it just video wise to other systems, like I say again, the D-balls, the PECs, it doesn't have much throw. Even at the narrowest beam, comparison wise, I don't believe it has much throw. Think of it like how Surefire's white lights have that candela thing. I believe there's a similar thing for IR. It just really doesn't have the most throw to it. It does have the power up close, but when you're trying to push through a really heavy, say, photonic barrier, or just get some distance through it, it's not the best at that. And I will say that is a drawback. But for me, a civilian, I'm not going into the mountains, into the hills, looking into some, I don't know, enemy compound, trying to infiltrate and spot targets like that. I'm just a civilian, more worried about CQB, or even just going into the darkness of woods where there's no light anywhere. This will work just fine as advertised. No issues, no problems. And it is pretty rugged. It has been tossed around. So I think that's all the IR stuff, hopefully. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to make a change. We're going to go We're gonna go dark real quick. You'll hear the tape tearing off. I really hope